Good evening, everybody. We welcome you to Waupaca, Wisconsin for tonight's Legion baseball action between the homestanding Waupaca Post 161 and the visiting Kaukauna Angels. My name is Jack Weber, along with Allison Wolf here on Zaleski Sports. Glad you're with us on a little bit of a cooler Thursday night here in central Wisconsin. As I don't really have a lot of information, I believe this is probably one of the first few games for both these teams. Let's talk about the Waupaca High School Comets baseball team. And they were an 8 seed. They finished 10-14, 9-9 in the Northeastern Conference. They defeated Sheboygan Falls, 11-1 in regionals, and then lost to Chilton 2-1 in a 1-8 matchup. A tough loss, but a good fight put up by the Comets against a good Chilton team that ended up losing to Denmark in the sectional final. Meanwhile, Kaukauna, they finished 7-18, 7-11 in the FVA. They were a 10 seed and lost 11-6 at West De Pere in a 7-10 matchup in regionals. So that is a little bit of background. We're going to tell you about the starting lineups. We're going to start with the visiting Kaukauna Angels, as leading off is the shortstop number 3, Pearson Vandehey. Batting second and pitching number 30, Owen Jenkins. Batting third and DHing number 23, Jake Lucas. Batting fourth and playing center field, 11, Kyle Kraus. Batting fifth and playing first base, number 19, Jacob Fritz. Batting sixth and playing left field, number 17, Peyton Brandt. Batting seventh and playing third base, number 4, Kyle Eben. Batting eighth and playing second base, number 2, Aiden Huschmidt. And batting ninth and playing right field, number 5, Parker Klein. And catching today for the Angels is number 13, Reed Whitman. Now for Waupaca, leading off and playing shortstop number 4, Parker Kirchmar. Batting second and pitching number 2, Jeffrey Nelson. Batting third and playing left field, number 21, Henry Williams. Batting fourth and playing first base, number 24, Riley Bouchard. Batting fifth and DHing, number 18, Alex Gusmer. Batting sixth and playing second base, number 5, Zach Mondello. Batting seventh and playing center field, number 15, Gavin Miller. Batting eighth and playing third base, number 9, Brady Johnson. And batting ninth and playing right field, number 20, Sawyer Bohm. And catching today, number 99, A.J. McDonald. As we are getting ready to get started here, for the best in recreational or hunting properties in Wisconsin, call Brian Roosh with Whitetail Properties. Just share your goals and Brian can tell you where and how to make it a reality. You can reach Brian at 715-213-4468. Again, that's 715-213-4468. Me and Allison were in attendance last night here at Lakeman Field for the Waupaca Lakeman versus Wisconsin Rapids Redhawks. The Lakeman fell 3-2. The Redhawks actually no-hit the Lakeman last night. And it was a tough loss for the Lakeman in extra innings. Ethan Peters struck out 9 consecutive batters to end the game. As we are back, we're just about ready to start this again. By the way, the Waupaca posts 161 are the Hammerheads. I apologize. Did not know that. And starting 9 for the Angels, Vandehey, Jenkins, Lucas, Kress, Fritz, Brandt, Eben, Huffschmidt, and Klein. As Jeffrey Nelson on the mound will tell you about how the Hammerheads stack up defensively. Outfield is in left field. It's Henry Williams, Gavin Miller in center, Sawyer Bohm in right. Infield, it is Brady Johnson over at third, Parker Kirchmar at short, Zach Mondello at second, and Riley Bouchard at first, with A.J. McDonald behind the plate and Alex Gusmer DHing. Some state softball news. The Iola Scandinavia Thunderbirds upset the Grantsburg Pirates and will advance to the state championship, I should say, and will take on either Waterloo or Stratford. That is another game we are featuring on Zaleski Sports. And on the nightcap, it is Pacelli and McDonell Central. As looks like we're about ready to start things out. As Pearson Vandehey ready to step in against Nelson. As the sun starting to go down, or at least in the process of going down. As Nelson, his first pitch is dropped in there for a strike, 0-1, and we're underway here in Waupaca. Nelson deals, and Vandehey takes one just a bit high. Count even, 1 ball and 1 strike. Here's the 1-1, and Vandehey on the ground to short. Kirchmar in the hole, long throw. It is not handled by Bouchard. Would have been a close play regardless. So Vandehey is on, and that will bring on Owen Jenkins, number 30, the pitcher tonight for the Angels. Nelson takes a little look over at first and deals, and first pitch swinging foul down the first base line. So 1-1 on Jenkins. Very vocal Kaukauna team. Nelson takes a little look over at first and fires the 0-1. Taking off is Vandehey. Throw down to second by McDonald is high. And good backup by Kirchmar to avoid that from going into center field. Stolen base for Vandehey, and there's a runner at second with nobody out for the Angels. We also have other Legion action tonight. The Wisconsin Rapids Rangers are at the Wausau Bulldogs. That's all on Zaleski Sports. If you just go click on the weekly schedule and view the live sports, all those are available and free to watch. Runner at second, the break-even pitch. And that is a ground ball to second. Mondello's got it. He'll throw over. And there's one gone. Vandehey advances, a productive out for Jenkins. And there's one gone and a runner at third now. So that'll bring on the DH, Jake Lucas, number 23 for the Angels. Vandehey reached on. I ruled it an infield hit. I'm not sure. I'm sure there's about 5. And first pitch swinging, ground ball to second. Mondello's got it. He'll throw over. Vandehey is in. It's an RBI ground out for Jake Lucas. And the Angels strike first. They lead it 1-0 here in the first inning. Now the bases are empty. That'll bring on Kyle Kress, the center fielder tonight for the Angels. First pitch is high. 1 ball and no strikes on Kress. One 0 is low. 2 balls and no strikes. And that is in there for a strike. It's 2 balls and 1 strike now. Nelson working quickly. Here's a 2-1 to Kress. Kress takes 1 low. It's 3 balls and 1 strike now. Three balls and 1 strike. Here's the pitch, and a big cut and a miss. It's full now. 3 balls and 2 strikes. Nelson trying to get out of this first inning with just giving up 1 run. 3-2. And that is taken low. It's ball 4. So a 2-out walk for Kyle Kress. And a runner on for Jacob Fritz, the first baseman tonight for the Kaukauna Angels. Two outs. Johnson shaded a bit in at third base. Kirchmar playing a little far back. Throw back to first, and close play, and Kress is just back. Not a bad tag by Bouchard, but Kress just ahead of the tag. Nelson ready and fires, taking off as Kress low. McDonald's throw down to second is not in time. Stolen base for Kyle Kress. Not a bad throw by McDonald. As Kress slides in just ahead of the tag. And it looks like Kress might have. I really hope he didn't whack him. I really hope he didn't hurt himself in the area he was grabbing. Looks like he's okay. So runner at second. Nelson takes a look at second. Pitch. And on the ground to short. Kirchmar's got it. He'll throw to first. And it is in time, and the side is retired. RBI ground out by Jake Lucas puts the Angels on the board first. To the bottom of the first. It's 1-0 Angels here on Zaleski Sports.
The big thing for Farmers State Bank is we're a community-oriented bank. We support the community as much as we can. We support all different kinds of organizations, whether it's church organizations or youth organizations, arts organizations, sports, all those things. We help out where we can. The big thing for us is we want to show that we're part of the community and do whatever we can to help and give back. Our slogan is investing in you, and we pride ourselves on that.
One nothing Angels as the Hammerheads coming to bat here in the bottom half of the first inning. Milwaukee Brewers were not able to complete the sweep of the Baltimore Orioles. Excuse me. The bullpen, fortunately, had a couple of rough innings. Strzelecki, Bryce Wilson struggled a bit. Despite a good start from Colin Rain, a 3-run first inning, the Brewers were not able to really do anything too offensive after that. And they fell 6-3 to the Orioles. Still took 2 out of 3, and the Orioles are a good team, and they are, I believe, either tied with Atlanta or have the most comeback wins in the MLB this year. as the Brewers welcome a big challenge this weekend. The Oakland A's are in town. I'm just kidding with that, by the way. Of course, the A's, I think, took 2 out of 3 from the Pirates. So Parker Kirchmar ready to lead off. Here is the first pitch, and that is high. 1 ball and no strikes from Jenkins. I'll tell you about how the Angels stack up defensively. The outfield is Brandt in left, Kress in center, Klein in right. Here's 1-0. Kirchmar takes one on the corner. It's 1 ball, 1 strike. The infield, you have Eben at third, Vandehey at short, Huffschmidt at second, Fritz at third, and a big cut and a miss. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Fritz at first. Whitman behind the plate, and on the mound is Owen Jenkins. That was low and inside, I should say. 2 balls and 2 strikes, 2-2. On the ground, right back to Jenkins. He'll throw over to first, and there is 1 gone here in the bottom of the first inning. Get Culligan Water for only $9.95 a month for the first 3 months. Visit Sterling Culligan Water at CulliganH2O.com for Culligan Water of Waupaca. 1 gone. That's going to bring on Jeffrey Nelson, the pitcher tonight for the Hammerheads. First pitch, and that bounces in the dirt. 1 ball and no strikes. One inside. 2-0 now on Jenkins. Sorry, Nelson. Jenkins is pitching. 2-0. That's low, and Jenkins is now falling behind on Nelson. 3 balls and no strikes. (3-0). And that's ball 4. So a 4-pitch walk, and the Hammerheads have a base runner, and that'll bring on Henry Williams. As Williams playing left field tonight for the Hammerheads. A lefty. Nelson at first. First pitch is taken in there for a strike. 0-1 on Williams. The 0-1. And that's dropped in there again. Almost the same exact pitch. It's 0-2 now. The 0-2. And that's a shot ripped down the right field line. That is way back, way back. It is gone! A 2-run home run for Henry Williams. And the Hammerheads have the lead. It's 2-1. I didn't know if that was going to get out or not. As Riley Bouchard comes up, 2-run home run for Henry Williams. And the Hammerheads have the lead after falling behind in the first inning. First pitch to Bouchard. He takes one low and inside. 1 ball and no strikes. (1-0). That is down low. 2-0 now on Bouchard. I'll tell you, Jenkins is working fast. Now, Jenkins steps off and then regathers himself immediately. 2-0. Bouchard takes one low. It's 3-0 now. 3-0. Bouchard, that's inside. That's ball 4. So the second 4-pitch walk of the inning issued by Jenkins. And Alex Gusmer will come to the plate. Gusmer DHing as Coach Gaber on his way out there. Kirchmar grounded right out to Jenkins to start the inning, but then he walked Nelson on 4 pitches, gave up the home run to Williams, and now has walked Riley Bouchard on 4 pitches, and Gusmer coming on. Kaukauna girls softball team was victorious today, as they took down Waterford 6-0. That's low. 1 ball and no strikes on Gusmer. 1-0. And that's dropped in there for a strikeout. Even 1 ball and 1 strike now. One. Gusmer, big cut and a miss. It's 1-2 now. Jenkins continuing that quick motion. 1-2 to Gusmer. Gusmer on the ground, and that eats up the shortstop Vandehey. Kicks into center field. Bouchard into second. He'll stop there. That's going to be an E6. So runners at second and first with 1 out. The Angels are not doing themselves any favors here in this first inning. And that's going to bring on Zach Mondello, playing second base and batting in the 6th spot tonight for the Hammerheads. Here's the first pitch from Jenkins. And had some nice motion on it, but it's a little high. 1 ball and no strikes. And that is fouled off. Count even 1 ball and 1 strike now on Mondello. Hammerheads lead 2-1. Looking for more here on the bottom of the first, and that is dropped in there a bit inside. It's 2 balls and 1 strike now. Some of these pitches that Jenkins has thrown have not missed by much. Just a little inside or just a little high. 2-1. That is fouled off. It's now even. 2 balls and 2 strikes. The 2-2. High, full count now. 3 balls and 2 strikes. 3-2. And a swing and a miss. He got him. A big out for Jenkins. And there's 2 outs now for Gavin Miller. Miller, the center fielder tonight for the Hammerheads of the Waupaca Legion. First pitch from Jenkins. And that is popped foul and out of play by Miller. The 0-1. And that is dropped in there nicely. 0-2 now. The 0-2. Miller takes one in the dirt. It's 1-2 now. One, two. Swing and a miss. He got him. They'll have to secure it at first. Throw to first is high. It's over the head of Fritz. And a run is going to come in. Bouchard will score. I don't really know what Whitman was doing there. E2 on the throw, so it's 3-1 now. Hammerheads catch a break, and their inning continues for Brady Johnson. First pitch. Johnson takes one high and outside. 1 ball and no strikes. Jacob Fritz is a tall guy, but I'm not even sure Kareem Abdul-Jabbar might have been able to catch that one. 1-0. Big cut and a miss. Count even. 1 ball and 1 strike. You want the 1-1, and that is outside, and taking second without a throw is Gavin Miller. So runners at second and third, 2 outs, and a 2-1 count on Brady Johnson. 1, and that is inside. It's now 3 balls and 1 strike. Jenkins ready and deals the 3-1, and that is sent foul and out of play. The count is now full. 3 balls and 2 strikes. Looks like Jenkins might be getting a little worn out just with how fast he's been having to move. Payoff pitch. Swing and a miss, he got him, and this time the inning is over. But 2-run home run by Henry Williams, and then a throwing error by the catcher, Reed Whitman, allows 3 runs to score. We've played 1. It's Hammerheads 3, Angels 1. Back after this on Zaleski Sports.
At Blanker Construction, the focus is on building something great. Find a personable experience that understands your needs, followed by a customized interior and exterior design. Our project managers, carpenters, and designers on site are hard at work with only one goal in mind: building you the home of your dreams. When you're ready to build your new forever home, look to Blanker Construction, your custom home builder serving all of Central Wisconsin. Find your inspiration online at blankerco.com or stop in on Highway 10 East in Stevens Point. Build something great with Blanker Construction.
Three to 1 Hammerheads as we're here in the top half of the second inning. As Peyton Brandt ready to lead things off here for the Angels. Angels struck first on the RBI ground out by Jake Lucas. The Hammerheads struck immediately right back with the 2-run home run by Henry Williams. They got another run on a throwing error. As Nelson back to work, as his first pitch is to Peyton Brandt, and that is a bit low. 1 ball and no strikes on Peyton Brandt. Due up for this inning for the Angels is Brandt, Eben, and Huschmidt. 1-0. And that is grounded to third. Johnson's got it. Throw to first in time. And there's one gone here in the top of the second. That'll bring on Kyle Eben playing third base tonight for the Angels. First pitch from Nelson on the ground to second. Right to Mondello. Throws over to first. It's high. Nice job by Bouchard to readjust himself and tap the bag. So 2 gone. And that will bring on Aiden Huffschmid. Huffschmid playing second base tonight. First pitch. High. 1 ball and no strikes. One 0. And a check swing. And he went. Count even. 1 ball and 1 strike. Nelson trying to make this a quick inning. The 1-1. And another check swing, and a round again goes Huffschmidt. It's 1-2 now. One, 2. And that is outside. It's now 2 balls and 2 strikes. The 2-2. Swing and a miss. He got him. And a nice quick inning for Jeffrey Nelson. Going to the bottom of the second. It is 3-1 Hammerheads on Zaleski Sports.
Waupaca Mattresses is Waupaca's own, local family-owned and operated go-to for factory direct pricing on furniture, beds, sofas, sectionals, recliners, and so much more, all under one roof and all priced to sell with 40 to 70% off on major brands. Make your house feel like home with a comfortable item with next-day delivery and knowledgeable staff ready to ensure you get the perfect new furniture for your home. These factors combined with great quality products makes Waupaca Mattress the perfect place to find the missing piece for your home. Shop Waupaca Mattresses on Highway Q in Waupaca.
Culligan Water delivers. From your first call, to your first sip, to your first soak. Culligan, give us a tap. The only water that comes with a van.
Three-one Hammerheads as Sawyer Bohm ready to lead things off, as that is wild in every sense, as that is ball 1 to Bohm. He said, my name is Jack Weber, along with Allison Wolf. Back to Lakeman Field for back-to-back nights, as we covered the Lakeman last night, as that is outside again. 2 balls and no strikes. Two-0. Dropped in there. Sorry. I believe it's 2-1. 2-1. And that is fouled off. It's 2-2 now. One, 2. Swing and a miss. That gets away from Whitman. Throw to first is high again. Oh, I'm sorry. It's a foul ball. Apologize. I got excited for nothing. I want to thank our game day sponsors, Hanson Furniture, AJ Holly & Sons Funeral, and Strongwood of Waupaca, sponsoring our broadcast tonight. Thank you, sponsors. As time is called by Bohm. Jenkins deals. And that is outside. Count is now full. 3 balls and 2 strikes on Bohm. Three-two. And Bohm on the ground. That's going to sneak through for a base hit. Leadoff single for Sawyer Bohm. And that'll bring us back to the top of the order with Parker Kirchmar, who's 0 for 1 on the night. He grounded out to the pitcher his last time up. First pitch, and Kirchmar takes one low. 1 ball and no strikes on Parker. One 0. And Kirchmar pops one up. Behind the plate, Whitman going back, and he'll watch it go out of play. Tell you what, Parker Kirchmar is a name I know very well. I did Waupaca football. I said his name just a couple of times when I would call football. Here's the 1-1, and that is dropped in there nicely by Jenkins. It's 1-2 now on Kirchmar. Throw back to first, and back standing is Bohm. Bohm getting a small lead, and Bohm takes off, swinging a miss by Kirchmar. Throw down to second. We're going to have a play, and safe. So Kirchmar strikes out, but a stolen base for Bohm. And there's a runner at second now with one out, and that's going to bring on Jeffrey Nelson, who walked his first time up and later came around to score on the home run by Henry Williams. Runner at second. First pitch to Nelson. Nelson sends one foul and out of play. As Jenkins steps off, there's nobody on second. Vandehay now moving a little closer to the bag as Jenkins a swing and a miss. That low pitch, I'll say Jenkins is getting the hammerheads to chase that low pitch. The 0-2, and that is a foul ball. The 0-2. And now that gets away from Whitman, and on his way to third is Bohm. So now a good RBI chance for Jeffrey Nelson. And a swing and a miss. So 2 outs now. That is the 5th strikeout of the night for Jenkins. And I know you're probably wondering, well, there's been 5 outs. And on the ground to first. And right to Fritz. And he steps on the bag, and the side is retired. Lakeman, I'm so used to saying that. Hammerheads leave a man on. We have played 2. It's still 3-1 Hammerheads here on Zaleski Sports.
When buying or selling land, the biggest decision you make is choosing your representation. Whitetail Properties is the top real estate company for selling hunting land, recreational properties, and farms. Our nationwide network of sportsmen, farmers, and investors offers a great opportunity for you to capitalize on the true market value of your property. In central Wisconsin, Brian Roosh is your local land specialist and is ready to help you get started on all of your property needs.
When it comes to propane, this is the best time of the year. Get your fill scheduled before the winter weather sets in, and you'll be glad you did with L&L Propane in Waupaca. Servicing all throughout central Wisconsin, no matter the size of your propane need, L&L can get you set and ready for your home needs, business needs, crop drying, and so much more. Don't get caught paying those late season prices for your propane this year. Just call L&L Propane at 800-924-5975. That's 800-924-5975 for the best propane price of the year.
Three to 1 Hammerheads as Jeffrey Nelson out for another inning of work. So I was saying that Jenkins does have 5 strikeouts, but one of them counted, but it ended up not really counting because it was a throwing error. It counts, I should say, but unfortunately was wiped out in all but the actual literal sense of a strikeout, and the fact that it didn't produce an out, it actually produced a run. That's how the Lakeman, I gotta stop calling them that. The Hammerheads got their 3rd run. Trust me, I will get better with that. I apologize. So it is 3-1 Hammerheads as Jeffrey Nelson out for another inning as he is facing Parker Klein, and first pitch is in there for a strike, 0-1. Here's the 0-1. dropped in there. 0-2 now. Nelson ready and deals. High, 1-2 now. One, two to Klein. And that bounces in the dirt. Count even now. 2 balls and 2 strikes. That took a big bounce in the dirt on McDonald. The 2-2. High. Count is now full. It's 3 balls and 2 strikes on Parker Klein. (3-2), and that is fouled off again. So still full count. 3 balls and 2 strikes. (3-2). Swing and a miss. He got him. Second strikeout of the night for Jenkins, and there's one gone here in the third inning. Back to the top of the order with Pearson Vandehey, who's 1 for 1 tonight with a single. The only hit so far for the Angels. Nobody knows potatoes in Wisconsin quite like Heartland Farms. With roots in Amherst, now based in Hancock, this 5th-generation potato and vegetable farm has produced many varieties of chipping potatoes and is currently farming 27,000 irrigated acres and growing. Learn more about the best in the potato business at heartland.farm. That's heartland.farm. That ball is high. 1 ball and no strikes on Pearson Vandehey. 1-0 to Vandehey, and he takes one low again. 2 balls and no strikes. Interesting sounds coming from the Kaukauna dugout. 2-0, and that is fouled off. Kind of saw something like that a little bit today in the Brewer-Oriole game. I believe it was Austin Hayes was trying to lay down a bunt for the Orioles, but it got so high and tight on him he had to lay it. And Luis Ruiz was able to throw him out at first. It was a successful bunt, but he was almost just doomed from the start because he had to fall down as that is outside. It's 3 balls and 1 strike. Really interesting play. Vandehey ahead in the count, 3-1 against Nelson. And on the ground to second base. Mondello's got it, throws over to first. 2 outs. As that is now 6 in a row set down by Jeffrey Nelson. And Owen Jenkins will come up. He grounded out to second, which allowed the runner to advance to third, which later set up the RBI ground out by Jake Lucas, which was the run scored by the Angels. As the first pitch from Nelson, and a big cut as Jenkins was out in front of that one. Nelson shook off the first signal, now he's ready. The 0-1. And on the ground, that's going to be a base hit up the middle. So a 2-out single for Owen Jenkins, second hit of the night for the Angels. That snaps 6 in a row retired by Nelson. As it looks like we're going to have a pinch runner. That is going to be number 9, Brent Verbencore. That's not a Kaukauna last name. I don't know what is. So the pinch runner on as Jake Lucas will come up. He's 0 for 1 with an RBI tonight. He drove in Pearson Vandehey in the first with an RBI ground out. As throw back to first, and Verbencore back with a dive. Verbencore with a little bit of a lead. And now they throw back again, trying to catch him off guard. As Bouchard slaps down an extra tag. Maybe see if he could catch Verbencore off the bag, almost a hidden ball trick of some sorts. As Nelson's first pitch is a bit inside. Oh, I'm sorry, that was a strike. 0-1. Nelson deals the 0-1 high. Count even, 1 ball and 1 strike. Here's the 1-1 to Lucas. And just a bit high. 2-1. That was a nice pitch by Nelson. It dropped in pretty well. But the count is now 2-1. High. 3 balls and 1 strike. Lucas ahead in the count, 3-1. Here it is, and Lucas on the ground to short. Kirchmar will take it to second himself, and the side is retired. 1 hit for the Angels, but they leave a man on. It is 3-1 Hammerheads. We're going to the bottom of the third on Zaleski Sports.
For years, our Store Innovations customers told us they love our countertops, but only wanted to deal with one company for their entire kitchen project. Well, we've heard you. So now Store Innovations can give you a brand new kitchen with the same high-quality products, selection, expertise we've been giving you for years. And now we can give you that brand new kitchen in just 1 week. After sitting down with our designers, picking out cabinets, countertops, and flooring, it will only take us 1 week to install everything. Stone Innovations, new kitchens in just 1 week.
As a local 4th-generation jeweler, Fletcher's Jewelers in Waupaca has the perfect variety of diamond engagement rings, wedding bands, bracelets, and so much more. From the moment you step into the store, the service creates an experience you can't find anywhere else. In addition to beautiful new pieces, Fletcher's Jewelers also provides cleaning, repair, and restoration services to keep your existing jewelry as shiny as ever. You can't beat the beautiful selection you'll find at Fletcher's Jewelers in downtown Waupaca.
My favorite part of being in the jewelry business is really the people. Building relationships with the people and becoming part of their family, being part of their traditions.
Three to 1, Hammerheads leading the Kaukauna Angels here in Legion Baseball. As Riley Bouchard ready to lead things off for the Hammerheads as he takes one high, 1 ball and no strikes. That is fouled off. Count even, 1 ball and 1 strike. Stratford Tigers lead the Waterloo Pirates 4-0 right now in state softball action. That is bit high. I'm not really sure where that one missed. 2 balls and 1 strike on Bouchard. Bouchard walked in his first at-bat. He later scored on the throwing error. And Bouchard, a big cut and a miss. Counting even 2-2 now. As we're just about to approach 9 o'clock. Sun still a bit up in fragments. 2-2. Swing and a miss. So 1 gone. First batter retired here in this 3rd inning, as that will bring on Alex Gusmer. He reached on an E6. Grounded one to Pearson Vandehey that just ate him up. First pitch. And on the ground to 3rd. Evans got it, throw to first in time. So 1 pitch, 1 out, and there's 2 gone. As Zach Mondella will come up, 0-for-1 with a strikeout tonight. Just with how bit of a rocky the first couple innings it could be, as that is a bit high and a bit inside, I guess. 1-0. Yeah, and I'm also watching at an angle, so that's in there for a strike count, even 1 ball and 1 strike. So maybe I'm not really, maybe I don't have the greatest look. That could be my issue too. 1-1. And a big cut and a miss. It's 1-2 now. One, 2. That gets away. Count even 2-2 now. It's high regardless. The 2-2. And a little nubber in front of the plate. Going to be a tough play. Rolling. That's a foul ball. Smart play by Jenkins. As soon as it got into foul territory, he fielded it. Seen a couple in the MLB where some players not really played out that scenario right, and it's ended up being a base hit. The 2-2 is fouled off, and it is going to still remain 2-2. Count even. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Here it is. And just a bit outside. It's 3-2 now. Maybe a little bit low. Count is full. 3-2. Swing and a miss. Whitman will have to throw down to first. High, but it is fielded this time by Fritz, and the side is retired. Hammerheads go 1-2-3. Couple of strikeouts for Jenkins. We played 3 going to the 4th. It's 3-1 Hammerheads on Zaleski Sports.
What Heartland Farms is a large potato and vegetable operation. Who Heartland Farms is a group of hardworking, dedicated people who have a common vision.
Heartland Farms is an accumulation of individuals who came from family farm backgrounds, grew up on family farms, and now have come together as one larger team to own and manage a much larger farm enterprise.
We said we're growing, and we are. Come join the Crystal Finishing family. We're looking for experienced industrial maintenance mechanics, CNC fabricators, all driver positions for our freight team, as well as skilled and general production. We know the importance of a work and life balance. Our shift options and flexible schedules set us apart. Our pay ranges from $17 to $43 per hour depending on your skill level. We're proud to be a family-owned company that is committed to our community, team members, and the growth of our business. Call or jump on our website to learn more.
As we are back 3-1, Waupaca leading Kaukauna here in Legion Baseball on Zaleski Sports. As we are getting ready to start the top of the 4th inning. Sign up for Fleet Rewards and get great deals sent straight to you. Plus, you'll earn points on every purchase made in-store or online. Sign up now at fleetfarm.com. Get everything you need in one stop. Get it all at Fleet Farm. Kyle Koretz ready to lead off the 4th inning for the Angels. First pitch. And Kress lines one foul. Almost took the third base coach's head off. Oh and 1. As Jeffrey Nelson out there for another inning. Here's the 0-1. And that is sent in the air to left field, coming on, and pass! That's past the dive of Williams. It's going to roll past him. And Kress can run. He'll be at second base. It's a double, and the Angels are in business here in the 4th inning. Williams did about everything he could do. He sold out. He tried to dive for it. It just came up a bit short, and it got past him. It was also fortunate for the Hammerheads it didn't roll more, because then Crest might have ended up at third. Good effort by Williams, but he comes up just a bit short. First pitch is low and outside. 1-0. Good job by McDonald to keep that in front of him. The Angels down by 2 in business here in the top of the fourth inning. Kress with some motion at second. We'll see if he goes. He stays put. That is low and outside. 2-0 now on Jacob Fritz. Fritz 0 for 1 tonight with a ground out to short. And Fritz on the ground to second. Mondello's got it. He'll throw over to first. And there is one gone. A productive out for Fritz as he advances the runner as Crest moves up to third. So a runner at third with one gone, and that will bring on Peyton Brandt. Peyton Brandt, left fielder, 0 for 1, grounded out to third. With an RBI chance here in the top of the fourth inning. Nelson, first pitch. Brandt, I think that was fouled off. Hit the bat, I think. I'm guessing, otherwise Crest probably would have came in and scored. Owen 1 on Brandt. And now umpire calls time. You know, and this is when it would be interesting is what would they do? How would teams change if they had to use the pitch clock at this level of baseball? It's an interesting question, and here's the 0-1. And Brandt sends one in the air to center field. On the run is Miller, drifting over. He makes the catch. Tagging is Crest. Crest coming to the plate. The throw is going to be short and up the line. It's a sac fly for Peyton Brandt. And the Angels draw a run closer as it's now a 3-2 game. As Kyle Eben will now come up. Eben 0 for 1. He grounded out to second base. That has been the story for both runs so far for the Angels. It's been moving the runner. They'd had a runner at second, and they were able to advance him twice with the groundouts in the first, and then they had the double. They were able to advance him on the groundout, and then the sac fly right there, and it's a one-run game as that's low and outside. 1 ball and no strike on Kyle Eben. 1-0. Eben, big cut and a miss. Nelson pitching pretty well. 1-1. And the break-even pitch is a bit low. It's 2-1 now. The 2-1. That is low. It's 3-1 now. Evans got the count in his favor. Here's the 3-1. And that is in there for a strike. It's full now. 3 balls and 2 strikes. Aiden Huffschmidt standing on deck. 3-2. And that is ball 4. So a 2-out walk for Kyle Eben. And that will bring up Aiden Huffschmidt. Come to Par 4 Bistro in Waupaca for a wonderful dining experience with a full menu of delicious options. Perfect for date nights, family night out, or your next get-together. Come to Par 4 Bistro on Highway 54 in Waupaca. Hayden Huffschmidt struck out in his first at-bat. And that hits the outside corner. It was a bit low. So that is going to be a strike call tonight from this umpiring crew. So 0-1 on Huffschmidt. As taking off is going to be a stolen base without even a throw, as Eben just took off and Nelson didn't even really see him. Eben didn't really have this big aggressive lead. He just kind of took off as soon as Nelson let go of that pitch and just took second without a throw from McDonald or really any second thought from the Hammerheads. So count even 1-1 on Huffschmidt. Here it is. Hudschmidt fouls one off, and it's 1-2 now. Run in here in the fourth inning for the Angels on the sac fly by Peyton Brandt. And now they have a runner at second in Kyle Eben. Eben's going to be running no matter where the ball is hit, if it's hit in fair play. 1-2, and Huffschmidt swings and misses. And the inning is over. Angels get a run on a sac fly. We are going to the bottom of the fourth. You're watching Legion Baseball here on Zaleski Sports.
Before, during, or after the game, come to the pub. This is Tim Wanty. The pub on Main Street is Waupaca's favorite place to watch the game and a great place to eat, too. We're known for our world-famous burgers with a wide variety that everyone will love. And now we offer lunch buffets 3 days a week. Taco Tuesday, Pasta Wednesdays, and Thursday Soup Buffet, all ready to eat and get you back to work on time. And of course, when the sun goes down, the pub on Main Street is Waupaca's favorite spot for nightlife.
The big thing for Farmer State Bank is we're a community-oriented bank. We support the community as much as we can. We support all different kinds of organizations, whether it's church organizations or youth organizations, arts organizations, sports, all those things. We help out where we can. The big thing for us is we want to show that we're part of the community and do whatever we can to help and give back. Our slogan is investing in you, and we pride ourselves on that.
L&L Propane in Waupaca, Wisconsin is the area's leading propane provider, serving Waupaca, Wautoma, Princeton, Fremont, and surrounding areas since 1988. We specialize in propane tanks, new installation, filling, repairs, moving tanks, and more. For all your propane needs, contact L&L Propane in Waupaca today. That's in there for a strike. 0-1 on Gavin Miller. Miller struck out but then reached on the throwing error, which allowed another run to score in that first inning, which is accounted for all the offense so far tonight for the Hammerheads. It's 0-2 now on Miller. The 0-2. And just a bit low. 1-2 now on Miller. 1-2. Swing and a miss. After that first inning, Jenkins has settled in quite nicely. That is strikeout number 8 for Jenkins so far. And he's faced 10 batters. Actually, no, that's not true. Never mind. Forget what I just said. That's not true at all. Recorded 10 outs, I should say. That's what I meant to say, but first pitch. That is in there for a strike. 0-1 on Brady Johnson. Johnson 0-for-1 with a strikeout. That ended the first inning. Johnson takes one high. 1 ball and 1 strike. So Jenkins has almost the Brent Suter mentality when it comes to his work. On the ground to third, right to Eben. He throws, and there are 2 gone. As Sawyer Bohm will now bat, 1-for-1 with a single tonight. First pitch to Bohm. Bohm takes one in there for a strike as it hits the outside corner of the zone. And the umpire calls time. The 0-1. And a bit low. Count even. 1 ball and 1 strike. One. In there, and it's 1-2 now. That is on the ground. And kind of a no man's land throw to first, not in time. So infield hit for Sawyer Bohm, his second hit of the night. Kind of hit that, and it just ricocheted into no man's land. First I thought it was rolling up the first base line, but then Fritz really wasn't making too much of a motion after, and then it kind of just hung between Jenkins and Huffschmidt. First pitch by Kirchmar, and takes an awkward bounce. It gets by Vandehey. It's going to be a base hit. So first hit of the night for Kirchmar. He was 0 for 2 at that point. And now runners at second and first with 2 outs. Coach Gaber back on his way out to talk with Jenkins. Or, no, actually, no talk. I think maybe he was just heading out there to make sure it maybe didn't hit Jenkins or hurt him or anything. That might have been why he was out there. Jeffrey Nelson coming up. He's 0 for 1 with a walk. He struck out in his other at-bat. And he swings at the first pitch, and that's going to sneak through a base hit. Coming around third is Bohm. We might have a play at the plate. Now he's holding up. And the throw. Oh, that gets away! Gets away from Whitman, and coming in to score is Bohm. Kirchmar on his way to third. Into second is Nelson. And another run is in. RBI single for Nelson. And then an E2 allows Bohm to come in to score. And it's now 4-2 Lakemen. Jeez, I can't stop calling them that. Hammerheads. First pitch, and Williams takes one low. Williams 1 for 2. He grounded out to first last time and homered in his first at-bat. A 2-run shot down the right field line. It was a missile. 1-0. And that is in there for a strike count, even 1-1. A bit shallow, 320 down the right field line. Here is the 1-1. And on the ground to first, and taking it himself to the bag, is Fritz, and the inning is over. But another error results in a Hammerhead run. 4-2 going to the fifth. You're watching Legion Baseball on Zaleski Sports.
At Blanker Construction, the focus is on building something great. Find a personable experience that understands your needs, followed by a customized interior and exterior design. Our project managers, carpenters, and designers on site are hard at work with only one goal in mind: building you the home of your dreams. When you're ready to build your new forever home, look to Blanker Construction, your custom home builder serving all of central Wisconsin. Find your inspiration online at blankerco.com or stop in on Highway 10 East in Stevens Point. Build something great with Blanker Construction.
Crystal Finishing Systems is a family-owned business now hiring for both their Weston and Mosinee locations, with openings in manufacturing, fabrication, management, customer service, and so much more. Join the Crystal Finishing team. Learn more at crystalfinishing.com. That's crystalfinishing.com. 4-2 Hammerheads here in the top of the fifth inning, as Jeffrey Nelson out for another inning. He's pitching pretty well. Owen Jenkins had that inning, but a 2-out rally allowed the Hammerheads to get another run on a throw that got away from Reed Whitman. As Parker Klein ready to lead things off, 0 for 1 tonight with a strikeout. And they're squaring to bunt as Klein and takes one outside. 1 ball and no strikes. One 0. Klein takes one. Count even. 1-1 now. One. And Klein takes one in there. 1-2 now. That hit the outside corner. Klein, one of a couple lefties, I think, in this Kaukauna lineup. 1-2. Swing and a miss. He got him. Fourth strikeout of the night for Nelson, and that'll bring us back to the top of the order with Pearson Vandehey, who is 1 for 2 tonight. He is singled and grounded out to second. As the infield now moves back to their normal positioning. We're playing a little bit at bunt depth after Klein squaring that first pitch, as that's low. 1-0 on Vandehey. Vandehey has scored a run tonight. He scored the first run for the Angels. That came in the first inning. 1-0. Vandehey on the ground to second. Mondello has a little trouble with it, throws over to first, and makes the play. 2 outs here in the 5th inning. And that'll bring on Owen Jenkins. As Jenkins 1 for 2. He is grounded out to second and singled. The ground out wasn't productive out. It allowed Pearson Vandehey to advance to third in the first inning, which later set up a run. Two outs as Jenkins steps in. First pitch is a bit low. 1-0 on Jenkins. And Jenkins, that hits the mound. Kirchmar coming in, charging, throws to first, and in time! Wow. Bouchard able to keep his foot on the bag. Heck of a play to end the 5th inning. We're going to the bottom of the 5th. It is 4-2 Waupaca on Legion Baseball here on Zaleski Sports.
Waupaca Mattresses is Waupaca's own, local family-owned and operated go-to for factory direct pricing on furniture, beds, sofas, sectionals, recliners, and so much more, all under one roof and all priced to sell with 40 to 70% off on major brands. Make your house feel like home with a comfortable item with next-day delivery and knowledgeable staff ready to ensure you get the perfect new furniture for your home. These factors combined with great quality products makes Waupaca Mattress the perfect place to find the missing piece for your home. Shop Waupaca Mattresses on Highway Double Q in Waupaca.
Welcome you back. 1-0 on Riley Bouchard. Count even now, 1-1. And Bouchard pops one up. Second base. Calling for it, and now making the catch is Hufschmid. It's going to be an E4. No other way to rule that one. So the leadoff runner is on as Alex Gusmer DHing tonight. Gusmer 0 for 2. He's reached on an error and grounded out to third. And Gusmer fouls one off, 0-1. Sorry, the bugs are getting a little bad here. It is summer. Well, technically not quite yet, but... The 0-1. And Gusmer fouls one off. It's 0-2. It was just a bit ahead on that one. Should say he was a bit late on that one. Community Insurance is your independent agency able to shop and compare the best insurance options on your behalf to find the best combination of cost and coverage. If you're looking for a better insurance experience, you'll love doing business with Community Insurance. That's a fly ball into right, and making the catch is Klein. So, one gone here in the fifth inning, and that will bring on Zach Mondello. Mondello 0 for 2. He struck out twice. Mondello swings and fouls one off, 0-1. Bouchard at first after he reached on the error when Aiden Hufschmid lost the pop-up. 0-1. And check swing, throw down to second, and Bouchard... I don't really know. Looks like we don't have a ball. It's like Coach Gaber's on his way to talk out some stuff with Jenkins. Jenkins ready to get back to work against Mondello. He's ahead in the count, 0-2. Here it is. And a swing and a miss. Eight strikeouts. And first pitch swinging fouled off by Gavin Miller. Sorry, 9 strikeouts. That's low and outside, 1-1. I'd say that didn't sound right. One. And low in the dirt, it's 2-1 now. Two-one. And that is fouled off. It's even now, 2-2. Shard at second. Two. That is... Oh, that hit him. Yeah, Bouchard's going to go back to second. So, first hit batter of the game by either team. So, runners at second and first. 2 outs. And that will bring up Brady Johnson, the third baseman. First pitch. And Johnson, big cut and a miss. 0-1. Johnson 0 for 2 tonight. Struck out and grounded out to third. 0-1. Johnson takes one, I guess, a bit inside. One. Johnson, big cut and a miss. It's 1-2 now. Jenkins trying to get out of a jam. Hammerheads looking to extend their lead. 1-2. Johnson swing and a miss. He got him. And that is the end of the 5th inning. Hammerheads leave 2 on. And we are going to the 6th. It's still 4-2 Waupaca on Zaleski Sports.
Culligan Water delivers. From your first call to your first sip to your first soak. Culligan, give us a tap. The only water that comes with a van.
When buying or selling land, the biggest decision you make is choosing your representation. Whitetail Properties is the top real estate company for selling hunting land, recreational properties, and farms. Our nationwide network of sportsmen, farmers, and investors offers a great opportunity for you to capitalize on the true market value of your property. In central Wisconsin, Brian Roosh is your local land specialist and is ready to help you get started on all of your property needs.
4-2, Hammerheads on top of the Angels. Save over 40 to 70% on major mattress brands with factory direct prices at Waupaca Mattresses. You don't need an appointment. You can just stop in and save on County Road Double Q in Waupaca. And Mutual of Wausau Insurance has been protecting homes, farms, and businesses since 1875. Visit mutualofwausau.com to find an agent near you. Jeffrey Nelson ready to still in there here in the top of the 6th inning with the Hammerheads leading the Kaukauna Angels 4-2. As Jake Lucas ready to lead it off. First pitch is taken for a strike. And that is down in the dirt. 1 ball and 1 strike. One. Inside. 2-1 now on Lucas. Again, this is a big inning for both teams. Said if Kaukauna's kind of running out of outs, so they want to get back in this game, but Waupaca, this is the inning to try to control Kaukauna. And that is sent in the air to center field. Calling for it is Gavin Miller. He makes the catch, had to retreat a bit, and a loud first out here in the 6th inning. As that'll bring on Kyle Kress, who is 1 for 1 with a double and a walk tonight. Kress hit one to left that Henry Williams tried to come in and dive for, and unfortunately came up a bit short, and it rolled past him, which allowed Kress to get to second. He would later come around to score on the sac fly by Brandt. That was in the 4th inning. At that point, made it a 3-2 game. The Hammerheads got that run right back in the bottom half of the 4th. As our score still stands at 4-2, as that is outside. 1 ball and no strike. No strikes on Kyle Kress. 1-0. Kress on the ground to short. Kirchmar fitting with the throw. Throw is high. Heck of a tag by Bouchard. And there is 2 out here in the 6th inning. That was a high throw. That is one thing. The third and shortstop positions for the Hammerheads tonight have had a bit of trouble throwing to first base. But it's kind of been a struggle for both teams. Been a couple of bad throws on the Angels side as well. So this will bring up Jacob Fritz Fritz 0 for 2. He's grounded out to short and grounded out to second tonight. First pitch. And Fritz takes one a bit low. 1-0. Nelson deals the 1-0. And Fritz on the ground. Bouchard fields it and covering, and right there is Nelson. Nice play by Bouchard. We have played 5.5. We're going to the bottom of the 6th. It's still 4-2 Waupaca on Zaleski Sports.
When it comes to propane, this is the best time of the year. Get your fill scheduled before the winter weather sets in, and you'll be glad you did with L&L Propane in Waupaca. Servicing all throughout central Wisconsin, no matter the size of your propane need, L&L can get you set and ready for your home needs, business needs, crop drying, and so much more. Don't get caught paying those late season prices for your propane this year. Just call L&L Propane at 800-924-5975. That's 800-924-5975 for the best propane price of the year.
For years, our Store Innovations customers told us they love our countertops, but only wanted to deal with one company for their entire kitchen project. Well, we've heard you. So now Store Innovations can give you a brand new kitchen with the same high quality products, selection, expertise we've been giving you for years. And now we can give you that brand new kitchen in just 1 week. After sitting down with our designers, picking out cabinets, countertops, and flooring, it will only take us 1 week to install everything. Stone Innovations, new kitchens in just 1 week.
Welcome back. 4-2 Waupaca as we're in the bottom of the 6th inning as a new pitcher for the Angels. I keep wanting to say Ghosts because that's what their high school is, but they are not the Ghosts. They are the Angels. Noah Meyer is the new pitcher for the Kaukauna Legion team. So he will most likely be batting in Jenkins' spot as Sawyer Bohm ready to lead off here in the bottom of the 6th inning with the Hammerheads leading the Angels 4-2. Last night the Denver Nuggets took it to the Miami Heat pretty well, 109-94. As Nikola Jokic, I believe it was 32 points, 20 rebounds, and 10 assists. Unreal numbers. That man is something special. Udonis Haslem actually got to get in the game last night. That was kind of cool. He didn't score any points. Got in with like the last 38 seconds, but it was cool. 42 years old is Udonis Haslem. First pitch from Meyer is in there for a strike as it hits the outside corner, 0-1. The Stanley Cup Finals also shifts to South Beach. Exciting times in South Beach as the Florida Panthers, they are trailing that series 2-0 to the Vegas Golden Knights as that is outside. 1 ball and 1 strike. One, and nice pitch there. Vegas Golden Knights leading the Florida Panthers 2-1 in the third period, 17:24, so a lot of time left. 1-2, swing and a miss, and so Sawyer Bohm is retired for the first time tonight. He was 2 for 2 at that point with 2 singles, but he strikes out here. 1 gone here in the 6th, and that'll bring us back to the top of the order with Parker Kirchmar, who is 1 for 3 tonight. He is grounded out to the pitcher, struck out, and singled. As that is low and inside, 1-0 on Parker. Game 4 tomorrow night. Kind of a big game for the Miami Heat, but never count them out. As Kirchmar takes one low, 2-0. Though if you're the Nuggets, you're feeling pretty good even if you do go back to Denver with the series tied at 2 games apiece. Very few teams have been able to win in South Beach. 2-0, that is low. 3-0 now. The road team has only won 2 games in South Beach so far in the playoffs. It was Game 6 of the Eastern Conference Finals with the Derek White buzzer beater for the Boston Celtics, and last night. And that is ball 4, a 4-pitch walk to Kirchmar. As Jeffrey Nelson will come out. He is 1 for 2 with a walk, as that's in there for a strike. Up until... Actually, no. They've lost 3. They lost Game 4 of the Eastern Conference Finals as well. As that is low. Now that gets away from Whitman, and Kirchmar rounding second on his way to third. He's not stopping. And he is going to get in there. That throw is high. Vandehey is there to back it up. Very fortunate for the Angels because that gets away. Kirchmar probably comes in to score. So the wild pitch allows Kirchmar, who has very good speed, and we saw that during football season. 1-1. And a big cut and a miss, 1-2 now on Nelson. Man, the Bugs are out tonight. One, two. Swing and a miss. He got him. So, 2 out. Second strikeout of the night for Meyer. Second strikeout of the inning, I should say. This has been his only inning of work so far. And that will bring up Henry Williams. 1 for 3 today. He's grounded out to first twice and is homered. Which is really the... And now that gets away from Whitman. Kirchmar coming to the plate, and he's going to score. Parker Kirchmar using his legs on that one. And it's a 5-2 lead now, a big insurance run for the Hammerheads. So now the bases are empty, 1-0 on Henry Williams. And that is in there for a strike count, even 1 ball and 1 strike. One. Outside. Stone Innovations can give you a brand new kitchen within just 1 week. Countertops, backsplashes, flooring, cabinets, and everything else you find in your kitchen. Stone Innovations will take care of it all for you. From fabrication, design, and installation. And Williams on the ground to second base. And it's bobbled a bit. Throw to first in time. That throw beats Williams by a step. For your next kitchen or bathroom, look to Stone Innovations in Plover. Last chance for the Angels. 5-2 Waupaca. Back after this on Zaleski Sports.
As a local fourth-generation jeweler, Fletcher's Jewelers in Waupaca has the perfect variety of diamond engagement rings, wedding bands, bracelets, and so much more. From the moment you step into the store, the service creates an experience you can't find anywhere else. In addition to beautiful new pieces, Fletcher's Jewelers also provides cleaning, repair, and restoration services to keep your existing jewelry as shiny as ever. You can't beat the beautiful selection you'll find at Fletcher's Jewelers in downtown Waupaca.
My favorite part of being in the jewelry business is really the people. Building relationships with the people and becoming part of their family, being part of their traditions.
What Heartland Farms is a large potato and vegetable operation. Who Heartland Farms is a group of hardworking, dedicated people who have a common vision.
Heartland Farms is an accumulation of individuals who came from family farm backgrounds, grew up on family farms, and now have come together as one larger team to own and manage a much larger farm enterprise.
Working at Waupaca Foundry is more than a job, it's a career. Join us and make the iron casting the world uses and trusts. Cast your own future. Apply at jobs.waupacafoundry.com. As Jeffrey Nelson out for the top of the 7th inning. Number 12, Ashton Hernandez was warming up last inning. Kind of depend on the situation, I'm guessing. As Peyton Brandt's going to lead things off. Brandt has an RBI tonight. He's 0 for 2. Sac fly and grounded out to third. And that's in there for a strike, 0-1. The 0-1. High and away. This is about everything there. Count is now even. 1 ball and 1 strike. One. And Brandt on the ground. Kirchmar in the hole. Long throw that gets away, and going to second is Brandt. And Brandt will hold at second. And that'll be an E6. Looking back on that, Kirchmar probably should have just held that ball. As Kyle Eben 0 for 1. He's grounded out to second and walked tonight. Excuse me. As that is outside. 1 ball and no strikes on Eben. Sorry. Got thrown off there for a second. One 0 to Eben. Eben fouls one off. Count even. 1 ball and 1 strike. As Brandt was running on that one. One ball and 1 strike on Kyle Eben. Brandt at second base. Nelson takes a look at Brandt. The break-even pitch. And Eben on the ground. That is going to sneak through a base hit. Brandt flying around third. Now he'll stop. Wide turn, and the Angels are in business here in the 7th inning. First 2 batters have reached, and that's going to bring on Aiden Huffschmidt. Huffschmidt 0 for 2 tonight, 2 strikeouts, and he could use a hit here. He also had that pretty bad error on that pop-up from Bouchard. Nelson trying to get out of a jam here. Waupaca has led the way since the first inning. They were trailing 1-0, but they got 3 in the bottom of the first and have led the entire way since. Huffschmidt, first pitch swinging, sends one in the air to center field. Miller camping under it. He makes the catch. Brandt's going to tag. Miller's got a good throw, and that is going to be up the line. Nice block by McDonald. So a sac fly for Huffschmidt. Made pretty good contact on that one, but it is a sac fly. So 5-3. Still a runner on. As that is going to now bring on Parker Klein. Klein 0 for 2 tonight with 2 strikeouts. Now taking off on his way to second base. The throw, not in time. Stolen base for Kyle Eben. The police are after something. One 1-0 on Parker Klein. Nelson deals. Klein takes one in there for a strike. Count even. 1 ball and 1 strike. We got a whole lot of ones. 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out here in the 7th inning. One. Bit outside and high. 2-1 now. Close pitch. 2-1. Klein, big cut and a miss, and the count is now even, 2-2. Nelson, and now the umpire calls time late. Time call granted. There's Parker Klein. Runner at second. 2 balls, 2 strikes. 1 out here in the 7th inning. Hammerheads lead 5-3, but the Angels are making a bit of noise here in the 7th. Two, and a swing and a miss. He got him. 2 outs, and that's going to bring on Pearson Vandehey. If Vandehey would reach, looks like Noah Meyer will hit. Vandehey, 1 for 3. He singled and then grounded out to second twice. Runner at second, first pitch. Vandehey sends one in the air to right center field, drifting over, calling, and making the catch is Gavin Miller. And that is your ball game. The Waupaca Legion Hammerheads of Post 161 win it 5-3. They take down the Kaukauna Angels. Coming up next is the Nasonville Dairy postgame show. Nasonville Dairy, you can get your fresh cheese curds made daily in Marshfield or Curtis, or anytime at NasonvilleDairy.com. Nasonville Dairy postgame show coming up after this. Final score, Waupaca 5, Kaukauna 3 on Zaleski Sports.
Nasonville Dairy, family owned and operated, bringing you fresh cheese curds made daily, along with many other varieties of Wisconsin-made cheeses and treats. Don't forget to check out our cheese and sausage trays for your upcoming parties and cheese and sausage gift packages for the holiday season or any other special occasion. Nasonville Dairy, located just southwest of Marshfield on US Highway 10, NasonvilleDairy.com.
All right, so we're here with Kim Hyman. Kim, Nasonville Dairy, 125 years in the making.
Right.
Tell us about that.
You know, it's fantastic. It was the first plant built in Wood County back in 1885. Sal Nason and his family came here, and they started a small dairy plant. Eventually that plant burnt down, but then they rebuilt onto this same facility, and our family moved here in the late 60s in 1968 and took it over from there, and it's been just a fantastic growth. Great community, great people we have working for us. Oh, it's an open market. It's huge. You know, the opportunity for the diversity in the cheese industry is fantastic, and you have to be that way in order to sell a lot of product. And so we've got a great group of people working on the research and development side for us. So it's been really fortunate for us. Oh, right. We have 185 farm families that market their milk through us here at Nasonville Dairy. And we are so lucky we have like the best dairy farms in not only in central Wisconsin, but in the United States, marketing milk through us. So we're just really fortunate on that side.
Actually, we started in 1968. Our father brought us here from another cheese plant in Wisconsin. We had come from the cheese business. We've always been in the business. We had moved around the state in different parts. He brought us here about that time. The plant ran 7,500 pounds of milk at that time, and now runs about 1.5 million a day. So. We originally started out with making cheddar, and now we make cheddar, Colby, Monterey, Farmers Cheese, Pizza Cheese, Quesa Blanca, Quesa de Friar, Seco, Parm, Romano, Asiago, Fontina, Feta Caseri, Cafflettieri, Cafla Graviera, as well as making some Gouda Edam and a little bit of Munster on occasion.
Testing. Can you hear me? Okay, so that will turn that down.
Testing. How's it now? Okay. Here, let me see if this does anything. Testing. Is it better?
Yeah.
Okay. Jeffrey Nelson, but whenever you guys are done, we're here on the Naysville Dairy Post-Game Show. We're going to talk with the player in just a second. Final score is 5-3 in favor of the Waupaca Legion. They fell down 1-0 on the RBI groundout in the first inning for the Kaukauna Angels by Jake Lucas. Then the big story was the 2-run home run by Henry Williams. They got another run on a throwing error. They later were able to chip on a couple thanks to a single and then a throwing error, and they got one in the sixth inning, I should say. After Parker Kirchmar walked, he was able to advance on a wild pitch that allowed him to get to third, and then another wild pitch allowed him to score. That was the big story. 5-3, but Jeffrey Nelson goes the distance, was able to kind of keep the Angels at bay, and when they got a runner on, he was able to produce outs. They did eventually result in runs, but they were productive outs, and he was able to overpower them and was able to get a good quality outing and get the Waupaca Legion the victory here tonight. We're going to talk to him in just a couple seconds as soon as Coach Kirchmar and the Legion players are done with their post-game meeting. As I said, my name is Jack Weber. Allison Wolf is my producer. I'll be back here on Sunday for Lakeman baseball as long as the rain doesn't. Of course, we do need rain, but the rain hopefully will not postpone that game as they are taking on the Bonduelle Broncos here on Sunday. I believe Brendan Retzloff might be with me, or maybe Allison is here. I don't know. We'll figure that out. I will also be back here next Wednesday as the Waupaca Lakeman will be taking on the Menasha Max. But we thank you for tuning in to Legion Baseball. Again, probably will have more Lakeman games on Zaleski than Legion, but they'll probably heat up a little bit more as summer goes further. As we said, state softball. Last time I checked, Stratford was leading Waterloo 5-3. As we said earlier, the Iola Scandinavia Thunderbirds, a 4-seed, upsetting top seed Grantsburg. They will play either Stratford or Waterloo in the D4 state championship on Saturday morning at 8 a.m. Pacelli and McDonell Central Catholic, the Max and the Cardinals. That was a 1-4 matchup. I don't really know what's going on with that one. That one never got live, but I think that's because the Waterloo and Stratford game may either be running long or we just haven't gotten to it yet. State baseball starts next week. That's going to be in Appleton. The softball tournament is in Madison. Said I am just kind of trying to vamp right now here in Waupaca. As said, 5-3, our final score tonight is the Nasonville Dairy post-game show. As I said earlier, you can get your fresh cheese curds made daily in Marshfield or Curtis or anytime at NasonvilleDairy.com. We'll give it a little bit. As we said, tomorrow the NBA Finals Game 4, Nuggets Heat in South Beach. The Nuggets lead that series 2-1. Jamal Murray and Nikola Jokic carrying the load in Game 3. Of course, Brown had a big game, too, with a rookie. Hammerheads Legion, looks like their post-game meeting is over. As Jeffrey Nelson's on his way out. All right, just gonna ask you a couple questions and then we'll try to, so just make sure you just look at the camera over there. All right, so here at the player of the game, Jeffrey Nelson, a complete game, 6 strikeouts. So just kind of tell me just what did you like most just with your team, just your teammates' efforts tonight here against Kaukauna in this game?
I knew that if I could get the ball on the ground, they would make plays behind me. So I didn't have to worry too much about them messing up or me messing up.
Yeah, that last inning there was a little bit of traffic. It got a little interesting, got a little tense at the end. But kind of just what was kind of just going through your mind? Were you just telling yourself just in that last inning just to kind of keep your composure? I guess. Or were you just telling yourself?
Yeah. So I was just keeping myself. I was telling myself to have a clear mind, to stay focused on the batter, because that's the one that matters.
Yeah, as summer's getting. As summer's kind of more approaching, kind of getting more in the regular summer, that's when more games are starting to crop up. Kind of just what's the mentality and just kind of what's the message to your teammates as you start playing more games and just getting more into this Legion feel in the summer?
All I got is be ready.
All right, so all you need to do is just say your name and that you're in the house, and then you're all set.
I'm Jeffrey Nelson, and I'm in the house.
All right, thank you, Jeffrey. Great game.
Thank you.
Have a good night. That's going to write a finish to this one. Final score, Waupaca Hammerheads 5, Kaukauna Angels 3. On behalf of Jack Weber and Allison Wolf, we wish you a great night and a pleasant tomorrow. Have a great night, everybody. We'll see you next time.